Shalom. First, I want to say all glory and praises be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ruach Kwadash. Double honors to the other apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and who have taught us knowledge. Honor salutations to you, fellow laborers, doing the work week in and week out, pushing the words of truth, which is according to the Bible, especially in these times we're living in because the nobles of Esau, which are the elites, the Amalekites, the small hatters are watching. This truth is flourish, man, and it's nothing they can do about it. So, um, Lord willing, brothers is putting out videos of edification, exposing these devils, man. And in this video right here, this is definitely exposure. This is from um, Michigan.gov, also the US.gov, and this is a nigger hunting license. Okay, which when you do your full research, it goes back to slavery. Um, the nigger hunting licenses were given to Edomites that would kidnap, uh, so-called Negro boys, and even so-called Hispanic and so-called Native American boys, whomever they can find, especially the so-called Negroes, which happen. All three happen to be, the 12 tribes of Israel. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But in particular, they had this license where it was legally, right? This is put on the books. Legally was able to hunt you down or first snatch you up from your family, and you would go missing. And then they would put you out in the woods, excuse me, and then have dogs chase you. And they would not only put you in the woods, but they would enclose you in when they would have the woods surrounded. They would, shoot Israelites dead. Okay, your family members, never would find you. This is history. This is on the books. All right, this is a shame. All right, unto Esau. 1970 Northern Michigan nigger hunting license. This certifies that whoever the individual may be, which will be an Edomite, right, is a resident of the Upper Peninsula and a true nigger hater. Said he is hereby entitled to bag a limit of 5 niggers in any 24-hour period. Violation of this limit violates the Civil Rights Act of 1967. Height, weight, date of birth, issued, signature of licensee, sold by Argos Sporting Goods. And this says Ish, Michigan. I don't know what that is. So this is the actual, all right, this is the actual hunting license that they have. And this is really why I get so mad at our people when they love these Edomites, because the shit that they've done to us, man, is really so heinous and so despicable that they even ashamed to talk about it. That's why when you bring up slavery and the things that was done to so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, so-called Native Americans, it's so shameful because it sheds a light on their wickedness, man. Okay, so let's go to the scriptures. Because Bobby even mentioning this nigger hunting license alone is shame unto, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, beginning with the, small hatters on down, This is the book of Amos. Let's go to Amos first. Amos chapter 1 and verse 11, it says, "Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity. And his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever." So even when you freed, all right, in your words, Esau, because you're really not free. You Israelites are not free out there. Let me say that again. You Israelites are not free. So when you so-called freed the slaves, you emancipated the slaves, right? Handing them over, all right, to the federal government from local owners, all right? They became property of the federal owners, right? And letting them go off the plantations wasn't enough. You had to keep that terror. You had to show your wrath, all right, upon the children of Jacob, starting with the so-called Negroes on down to the so-called Mexicans, man. All right, your hatred for our people is so vast, okay, and you can't hide it. All right, you cannot hide it. That's keeping your wrath forever by creating a nigger hunting license, man. Like, come on, man. That was 1970. That wasn't long. That's 52 years ago. When that license was a legal license, you can go and apply for and receive. And it claims you can't kill no more than five so-called Negroes at a time. All right. See, hunting season goes back to hunting you Israelites, man. Okay, that's what really hunting season goes back to. Okay, hunting for deers, they do that shit on their own spare time. They do that whenever they feel like it. But the real sport of hunting was hunting down you Israelites, especially you so-called Negroes. Okay, and this is facts. This not no made up license. This is an actual license. This is an actual license, you know. So it's not no made up stuff, you know. Let's go to Ezekiel, because this is what the Lord told Ezekiel the Lord told Ezekiel in the vision. All right, the words that the Lord gave to Ezekiel was to speak on how you have greatly revenged yourself on the children of Judah. This is Ezekiel 25:12. It says, "Thus saith the Lord power, because that Edom had dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance and had greatly offended and revenged himself upon them." Now you did it in the ancient times as well. When you were the Greeks, which transitioned to the Romans, all right, and even when you came back into power, all right, the Renaissance period, the rebirth of Esau coming back into power, on up until this very day, you have greatly offended, all right, by taking vengeance on Judah, because you know that Judah is our lead tribe, which are the so-called Negroes. That's what the controversy is about right now, highlighting the so-called Negroes, all right, because why? They're the lead tribe, and they're the tribe of Judah, which is pronounced Yahweh. The Most High name is in that tribe name when you know the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashon Kodash, the holy language or holy tongue. But the point is, you have greatly offended, okay? It says, "Thus saith the Lord power, because that Edom had dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance and had greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, therefore, thus said the Lord power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of the Dan shall fall by the sword." This is what the Lord has in store for you in the future. For all you Edomites, from the small hats on down. Because it starts with with the top elites of Esau, Edom, which happen to be the small hats, Amalek, Edom. Verse 14, I will lay my vengeance upon Edom, beginning with you small hats, by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord, power Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. This is why when you go to Genesis 49, it says what? Because we know that the Lord is going to raise the tents of Judah first. Okay? We know the Lord is going to raise the tents of Judah first. But it says this about Judah. Genesis 49 and verse 8. Judah, thou art he whom thine brethren shall praise. Thine hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Who's the number one enemy of the nation of Israel, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American people? Starting with the tribe of Judah. It's Esau, Edom. The same people that are on display for being the great thieves of the earth. And when I say thieves, they are the true thieves. Stealing lands by rape, robbery, and murder. And even stealing identity of another nation. You know? Judah is going to have his hand in the neck of his enemies. Okay? This is why all the future judgments that pertain unto the house of Esau, Edom are so great. It tells you in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, which was made by the small hat scholars and the rest of you theologians, you know that Esau, Edom will not be shown any mercy. Okay? Because why? Look how much they forward the affliction of Jake, you know? Obadiah verse 10, it says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Going back into ancient times, okay? The violence that you have done against Jacob, excuse me, on up until now, it's been recorded. There's many receipts on how violent and you know the violent and heinous acts you've done against the children of Jacob. And you have to pay for that. The Lord required that which is past. All right? Let me get ready to close because I don't want to hold you too long. But Lord, running this video was edifying, you know? When I stumbled across this, I was like, wow. Because I never had read about that. I knew they did it in slavery. But I never actually found the actual nigger hunting license. This is an actual license you can get. It was backed by, what did it say? The Civil Rights Act of 1967. James 2:13, it says, for he shall have judgment without mercy that hath showed no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment. So you're going to have judgment without mercy, Esau. You're going to have judgment with no mercy. All right? And that's a just verdict for you Edomites, man. Because the shit you've done to the children of Jacob, all right, the Israelites, are so fucking heinous, man. Again, all right, but you know, in the kingdom of heaven, all right, all the tribes are going to have their get back, all right, on you Edomites. So with that, I'm gonna end it right here. Lord willing, this video was edifying. And until next time, I want to say shalom to the sincere Akim and the few Akwaf that believe. All right, shalom.